No excuses.
No excuses. She's just got to do it, what she's told to do. So if you put her on the line and she decides to bugger off, grab hold of its face and put it on the line. So you can let go of its face, that's better. Right, go trot. Walking's boring.
Yeah, so by the time I came out of my test on Sunday morning, I was literally...
But that was crap, do that again. He went blip, 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 blip. So go, and if it doesn't go, smack. No, it still was lazy. It's got to feel your leg like a bit of electric shock. It's got to go jeepers, creepers, that's better. Because otherwise you've already set it up into trot to have no impulsion. And then you're like, oh, it won't go on the bit. Well, it's not ready. That's smarter. So think about those elbows. And make sure if you steer its face, its shoulders have got to go too. It's not allowed to do this little nose wiggly thing it does. If she's just not connected and she's not through it, then you can't ride her. That's better. So if you bring your shoulders, her face, your hand to the left, her shoulders have got to come that way. That's better. It's got to be snappy, zip, like that.
Hey?
Keep those elbows down a little bit. They're better than they normally are though. Get her shoulders between your reins. She's all over the place. That's better. There. So that's the little bit extra that you need to find in your tests to get her at the top 60%. Just she's that little bit snappier, a little bit like woohoo, let's go run around the race course kind of jobby. Yeah, because she just follows your reins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have to haul it around.
And it's straighter in the contact now. So if you can't feel it evenly in both reins, you need to move her shoulders so you can. Yeah, steady and move her shoulders around so she's even there. And you can feel she's almost reaching for the rein and kind of out to the rein, and that's because don't let her gawk around, she's going to be in between your reins. Good. She can gawk around all day. Better. Elbows. Good. Get her even in your reins. She's a bit on your left side. Move her shoulders right. Don't let her even consider looking over there. So don't do that. Look over here. Behave yourself. That's it. She's not allowed to. No, she's not. Get her shoulders there. She's not allowed to leave that. That's it. That's why she changes the contact, because you quietly let her look around a little bit all the time. She doesn't need to change the contact to look around unless it's directly on her tail, chewing on a bum. She doesn't need to look around. Good. No looking around. She started looking at S all the way down there by V. Good. Steer with your shoulder, keep your elbows to keep it even between your reins. That's it. Left shoulder back, slow as you turn. Yep. That's it. It bends. 1, 2. Right, have a gallop. Go. It's already looking around, trying to work out how to escape. It's like a little worm. Get her even in your reins, so her shoulders are going to sit in the middle. So she's not fiddling around looking at everything else. That's it. You're immovable. She's got to match you. You're the man dancer. She's the lady dancer. That's it. Elbows in. Not allowed to take control. The moment she says, hey, let's do this dance step, you go, no. Come back to me. I dictate the speed and where we go. You stay with me. She's just got to go wherever you want it to go. Because that's what gets her on your A. Good. Feel she's more in front of you.
Yeah.
She's not underneath you, kind of bouncing around. And you can get her to sit a little bit. You can really sit down a little bit and wait and keep her straight and wait and wait. So she canters on the spot. Don't let her take control. Wait for you. That's it. She's got to wait for Amanda. Good. And then kick her and go. Go. Yeah. That's it. And then wait. Set her right on the spot. She can do 4 strides between that post and that post. Wait. Small step. Small, 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 small. And go. Good. And small. So she's got to sit and do little tiny steps. If she can't do that, then she's not on your A's. Good. And then she's movable. You know, she's got power steering and she's got a bit of go about it. Wait, she's got to sit on your A's. Good. And then gallop that way. Yeah, you take control of her shoulders. She goes where you tell her to go, not where she decides to go. Yeah, good. That'll get better the more she doesn't look around as well, it'll stay more even. It only gets uneven because she starts looking out of the corner of her eyes at stuff. Keep her shoulders exactly where you want them to go. She's not to move your arms or your elbows. If she thought about it, she's like, mate, go look at the camera. Wow. Good, have a gallop. And play a little bit. If you can get her shoulders where you want them, can you sit her on her ass and really make her do little tiny canter, little canter, little. Bring her back, wait, wait. Smaller than that, smaller, 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 smaller. Smack it if it comes back, yeah, smaller. There. Good, and then go. Just flick your leg at it and go. That's more like it. I'm more scared of me than you. Good, and then sit her on her bum, really wait. Elbows. That's a good canter. Can you move her shoulders? Yep, slow down. Go, go! I'll get a big long lunge of and I'll chase you around. And wait, sit, sit, wait, wait, up and wait. Yeah, good! Keep her neck up a bit, that's the one. Neck up a bit, especially with your left rein, she's twisting her nose a bit. There, now she's through. So she's not on the end of your contact there, she's running away with you. So you've got to go, hey you, come back to me. Take control of her shoulders, she's not to just wiggle them wherever she wants to go. That's very brave of you jumping like that. Elbow, your right one. Allows her to travel right. Good. Right elbow, in, yeah. So do something. Move its shoulders, make it sit on its ass, something. So it does something, that's better, yeah. And then wait a bit. Good. That's better again. So she just goes a little bit, she just goes splay legs and goes, nah, it's too much hard work. Right, better have a trot before it falls to pieces. Elbows in, straighten her up between your reins. That's better trot. Pole up a little bit, unless she's stretching. Now she's connected. Can you feel that? She says, I will do, you know, like the feeling you have on the end of the rein is she's with you, but she's not taking you where she wants to go. Now she's a little bit kind of all over where she wants to go, so you've got to get her back where you take control of it. That's it. It's the tiniest difference with her between where you're just kind of leading her quietly around and where she's going, now I'm just kind of thinking about something else. She's thinking about something else, I say, hey, come back here, I'm still dancing with you. Thank you. That's better. Now she's not dancing with you, she's thinking about tea. That's better. And you can see it in her ears.
Yeah.
You know, she's with you. Instead of doing that kind of donkey ears or really staring at something ears that she normally does. Good, you better let her have a wee stretch. It's hard work. That's where you start losing her when you give her more rein, so she's still got to focus on where you're going, not where she's going. That's good. Scaring you. I reckon now I could probably run up and down that bank and you'd have her. But we're not going to, but that's how well you got to know. That if there was a whole load of people there and some kid jumped up and down, you'd still be able to finish your test without pissing yourself and her losing concentration. So I think sometimes you just got to be a bit cowboy on her. You know, she doesn't go, then go cowboy dressage. Don't do dressage. She's just got to move a bit.
Otherwise I'm going to be effed up to my teeth like I work. Cut out. I was like just trying to, felt like I was having to encourage us to keep going. And I think that's where I got frustrated because it's like I shouldn't be coming out feeling like this.
No. And she's more rideable than she was, I'd say, but she's not rideable.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think she's rideable because I can't sit in the canter and sit right down and she's just not going to keep just bouncing underneath me.
Yeah.
And so I don't think she's rideable enough. So I want to know in the test, if I get a little bit like, you know, you want it to come right back, ready for a transition, it's got to come right back and wait for a transition, not like, oh, it's too hard and it just falls into the trot, you know, 3 strides before C.
Yeah. A bit tougher, maybe.
Well, if you look at the test when prelim novice tests, the ones that outdo everyone are the ones that are riding their horses, you know, ready to be advanced horses.
Yeah, yeah.
And occasionally there's, you know, in the small tournament or whatever, there's ones that just horses just trot around like show ponies.